Hi there. My name is Mr. Drysdale, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about our Productions Technology program. So, hopefully, you've seen the tour of our facilities, and now maybe you want to know a little bit more about what we teach in grade 9, perhaps 10, and even 11 and 12. I'm also going to talk a little bit about our extracurricular program, so stay tuned. Now, first off, what I'd like to highlight is the fact that by the end of your high school career as a production tech major, you will basically have a stream that focuses on either one of these two that are listed right here, the live in studio and the media arts. Those are our two separate streams within Productions Tech. And our program is designed to allow you to figure out exactly what it is you're looking for in grade 9 and 10. And then by grade 11, you'll have so many choices that you'll feel more confident in the choices you're going to be making for grade 11 after you take the grade 9 and 10 courses. So this will all become more clear for you as I continue on in this presentation. So here we go. Let's do this. And I should just mention that's the tech crew from a couple of years ago. Same year we got locked down. Good crew, still a couple of those members around. Um, it always is a good crew. We're fortunate to have the tech crew we have at Eastwood Collegiate. So basically, what I'd like to start with is what is the grade 9 class all about? So let's say you've auditioned, you've been accepted, and you are now an arts majoring in arts and productions technology. So your first class would look a little bit like this, where we cover a number of different units that would be looked at as a collage or an assemblage of a whole bunch of different topics within productions tech. But not only that, within the arts period, it's an integrated arts course. So we do get to cover a little bit of everything, starting with an arts career. We do move into graphic design, where we focus on industry standard programs like InDesign, Adobe InDesign. We have access to the full Adobe cloud. And so we would do assignments like create a poster of a career of your choice that fits within the arts. We also have a unit on sound creation, capturing, and production. We have a unit on photography, the actual taking of pictures, the composition of those pictures, the lighting of those pictures, and then we also get into the digital editing with Photoshop. We also do a unit on theatrical production and set design and video production as well. Now, all of those things normally have come to a conclusion with a large culminating work at the very end of the semester, where students get to decide what area to really focus on, and then they dedicate the majority of their culminating experience on that area. So next we go into grade 10. So our grade 10 class is a continuation of the grade 9 class in terms of diving further into some of the topics that you just heard, but I'll just highlight some of the projects and you'll get an idea. So I know the first unit has been graphic design and typography, working with Adobe Illustrator, and then photography is the next unit, which is an extension of the grade 9 photography unit, again dealing with some more compositional devices and lighting and um, and just how to operate a DSLR camera, all of those things. And then film studies. This is where students get to dive a little bit deeper into that world. And this is the first time where students at Eastwood can dive into the principles of animation and create an animation. They do get into lighting and sound. There is a unit on making music during the grade 10 class. And there's a unit on event perspective, workflow, and planning, which includes performance space safety. And there's also a unit on projection basics, which basically gets students to create potential animations and project them onto a creative surface that could involve an installation of some sort. So you can see there's a lot of integration of different ideas within the grade 10 course, and there's plenty of opportunity to get some hands-on experience on how a lot of this industry standard equipment and software works. So when you're finished grade 10, you should have a really good idea of what you want to do and what you want to focus on in grade 11 and 12. And this is where those two streams I talked about earlier come into place, our media arts stream and our live in studio stream. And this slide here just tells you a little bit about the difference between those two and the similarities as well. So number 1 and 3 being the differences. So in media arts, we're talking film, photography, graphics, media creation. And whereas in live in studio, it's more of an advanced hands-on sound, light, video technologies, animation, behind the scenes sort of approaches. Um, and then I'll skip to 3, developing personal aesthetic, style, vision, diving into that creative aspect as well, and design principles and elements. Oops, I don't know why that switched slides there. Um, and so more of a creative aspect, I guess, is and more of an aesthetic design aspect that comes from the media arts side of things. And then the live in studio is more behind the scenes, real world workflow principles are dealt with in the live in studio stream. And this chart highlights everything that I just kind of said there in terms of what classes you could take. So grade 9, there's your choice. In grade in But I should mention you do need to take another arts, and the reason for that is by the time you graduate, you need 8 in total. You need a minimum 8 arts credits to graduate, and in order to stay on pace with that, you just have to figure out what other arts class do you want to minor in, or perhaps you're majoring in another arts class. So in grade 9, you've got arts and tech plus whatever that is. In grade 10, you have arts and tech plus or media arts plus whatever your other arts is again. Now, just a quick word for the grade 11 class that I have listed there. You'll see it twice, once here and once down here. The reason it's in both places is because people that are in tech crew starting from grade 9 that are envisioning themselves as a future leader in tech, Mr. Lemke, our tech sponsor, has recommended that grade 9 students think about taking a grade 11 course when they're in grade 10. And that course is Theater and Event Technologies. And most students have room for both of these. And that could actually count as your second tech or second arts. All these tech courses do count as, they do count towards your arts endorsement. Should point that out if you're thinking the math involved here. But either way, the regular stream is going from the arts integrated arts class grade 9 into the media integrated arts class in grade 10, with the option of taking that grade 11 class in grade 10. And then once you get to grade 11, you've got a lot of options for you, including a class that focuses on computer art, digital media in both grade 11 and 12. We have intro to film in grade 11, and we have film video in grade 12. And then I should also add there's yearbook here. One thing I should mention, this class does not count as a major, but it does count as an elective minor, and that's photography. We have a darkroom photography course as well that you, just out of interest sake, you might want to know that. Whoops. Now, for the productions, those are all media art stream options. For live studio stream options, we have songwriting and recording. We have that options available in grade 11 and 12 there. We have that grade 11 theater and event technologies class that I talked about. And then the grade 12 version is communications, film and video production. So those are all options that would fit within live studio, and which really only matters for people that are wondering what's going to be on their endorsement when they get that, when they walk across the stage on graduation. But just maybe you're interested to hear about it now. Now, for the next couple of slides are just showing some exemplars from our grade 9 class, some photography, lighting techniques, and some photoshopping. Here's an interesting projection assignment we've done in our grade 10 arts and tech or media class. Here's some shots of our grade 11, 12 event production students setting up some lighting gear in our auditorium. And here's some shots of our grade 11 and 12 music studio course. Hopefully you saw me on that little tour where I walked you around the room a little bit in the video that's also attached to this. But that's just a shot of our facilities that we have. And then for our extracurriculars, our tech crew is the obvious go-to for a lot of people coming into productions tech. If you are interested in working behind the scenes for all of the events we do at school, then I suggest you sign up for tech crew. First up there, I have Fearless Film. This is for students who are wanting to dive more into just the art of making film and posting films and just working with others to do so. That's Mr. McCarthy's group, and they run all year long. So that's a great opportunity for students who don't have their arts and tech class, say in semester 2, until semester 2, and you'd like to dive into your filmmaking right away, then sign up for Fearless Film. And then we have media communications. That's another option for students who would like to dive more into the media side or the graphics and social media side of productions technology. And that's another group that meets weekly, and they basically are the hub for all of our communications that goes out to the public. Your audition, I talk about in greater detail in another video, but there's 3 parts: 2 prepared works, 1 write-up about one of those prepared works. Just something to keep in mind that you're handing in 3 items for our audition for productions technology. You can find out more when you read those instructions on our website. And then finally, if you have any questions, please contact Arlene Thomas at wrdsb.ca, and she'll be able to help you with any questions that you might have with the program or perhaps with your audition as you get it set up. I wish you all the best, and I hope that you got enough from this slideshow to have a better idea of what Eastwood Production Technology is all about. Take care.